All right. Hello, boys and girls, and welcome back to the ever cringe filled pile of garbage that is Gungu's YouTube channel. It's actually a bit of an interesting video here because I think this is the first time I've ever done this where it's like a proper commentary where like it's not live. I'm just talking here to myself, and I'll find some cringe ass gameplay to throw in the background. So of course, as of right now, I have no idea what that gameplay is going to be. Probably like some Call of Duty where my aim is like worse than my pissing aim, but you know, I'll see what I can track down. So what are we talking about today, children? There's a few things I'd like to kind of mention. So firstly, I'd like to talk a little bit about like what we could expect upcoming. What kind of quality content we could expect to be being pumped out in the near future. Because y'all know y'all come to Gungu for quality content. You know, we're not about to be over here recording with a whatever the hell it is, recording with an earbud mic that is sitting on top of an Xbox controller. No, we don't do that here. What are you, crazy? That's like the noobs, the silly children. No, we are serious here and we make quality content. You better know it, baby. So, yeah, this intro is already a mess. Anyway, we're going to talk about that. And then more importantly, I'd like to talk a little bit, like it was mentioned in the Minecraft video I did with Doug the Stars.
You know, it's gonna be good when we've been gone for 2 fucking years before going
Hell
back
yeah,
to playing nothing but Minecraft.
I would like to sort of better go into like what the hell I've been doing for 2 years. It's customary of our boy Gungu to take colossal breaks, but never to the extent of 2 years. Like, oh my. Yeah, so all right, let's get going. So what will be being rolled out? So I think there's one thing I'd like to do for sure, but the problem is I don't know if my computer is able to run it, and that's I could look for more games as well, but it was gonna be Chinese Call of Duty because I do have that game, but it really this like computer I have is, I mean, it's a laptop, so it's not really meant for that, so it like tends to crash a lot, so I don't really know if that would be possible. But I could also look for other Chinese games because I'm on the whole market for that, so that'll be something I'd be looking around for. I will definitely say probably going to be more streaming coming out soon, just because my next semester of college is about to start, and really don't know that video editing is going to be realistic in that kind of environment, because like as much as I love making these, like making videos, I mean, yeah, man, it takes a long time, dude. You sit your ass down, you gotta record it, you gotta record the audio, gotta render it, you gotta throw it in your programs, gotta cut it all up, gotta add all your outros, gotta render it again, gotta export it, gotta upload it, gotta make a thumbnail. Yeah, just drains me really hard. So while we got all the college stuff going on, I don't really think that that's gonna be something that I'd be too keen on doing, but I don't know. We'll see. If I have time, or if I have good ideas, maybe we'll do something like that. But it'll probably be mostly streams. As for the games, I think definitely doing some like like zombies would be fun. And I'm thinking about I'll probably have the background gameplay for this be zombies, but doing zombies would be more fun to stream. I don't know if the games I streamed in the past, of course in the past being years and years ago now, were really all that good of games to be like choosing to stream anyway. But I don't know. I was prepubescent little squeaker back then, of course. So I mean, I didn't really know what the hell I was doing. Yeah. Also, a lot of like meme games too. Maybe like might put up some like Lego Star Wars, like Lego Star Wars TCS, because that is a freaking good game. As for other things, maybe Mario Maker 2 as well. That is, I do have that game, and I used to do a lot of Mario Maker 1 back in the day. So maybe I'll also do co-op on that. With, again, I maybe do it with Doug Stars or something. So there's that. Oh yeah, also the Minecraft series, with Duck the Stars. That'll again maybe be streams. I don't know. Maybe we could turn it back into like kind of like a Minecraft Friday kind of thing. If anyone remembers what that is, big shout out to you. Those were funny. So there's that. Besides that, yeah, I mean that's kind of what I thought out so far. I'll probably think of other things, but right now, like, those are just kind of the main things. And I think that's mostly it for that topic. I'm probably not going to edit this audio, so it's going to be massive cringe here because, I don't really know what the hell to talk about, but that's all good. It's all good. So I think, all right, so with that being said, now let's talk on something a little bit bigger scale. So yeah, what's been happening? Why have I not uploaded since like it was like January 2019, right? It's ridiculous. Yeah. All right. So where to even start with this? So let's see here. Back in January of 2019, I think I was making videos then. Yeah, I was making videos then because it was winter break. So we obviously had time. So I made some videos then. I think the first thing that kind of stopped, kind of killed me was, like the second half of every year is always kind of rough when you have like AP tests going. So, I was always, I was on the grind for that, and also in 11th grade I was also starting to do like dual enrollment, college kind of stuff. So that definitely took a lot of time, a lot of commitment. And I think, and another big thing that happened was, I know the computer that I was using at the time, and the computer that I think I'd been using for a few years, like literally just like died. Like it still worked, but it was totally incapable of actually like it didn't have the processing power to record or like stream at like any decent quality. And I think that kind of partly killed my will to do it as well, because I didn't want to like half-ass it and have like really garbage stuff coming out. I mean, it's already garbage, but like garbage video quality as well. So that was a big problem. And so, right, so obviously I had like AP tests, and that really killed me. And then over the summer of still 2019, still had the problems with the computer, and I also got a job, and so I started putting time into that, and that that made it hard as well. And then going into first semester of 2019 to 2020 school year, fall 2019, to be honest, 2019 and 2020 just really were not like good years for me. I mean, I guess 2020 wasn't a good year for anybody, but 2019, the fall was definitely rough. I started doing like full on doing college classes with high school, and I also did some AP classes like on my own, so, or like learn the content for the test on my own. So that stuff really kind of dried me out. And also, apart from that, definitely wasn't my best year in terms of like my social feeling. I don't know what you would call it, but like I was not really having a great time because of certain things, and it wasn't really. I don't know. It just wasn't that like chunk of time was not really one that was super enjoyable for me, and so to be fair, yeah, it just wasn't. I definitely like making videos was like one of the last things on my mind at that point because I just had these other problems and really had no idea how to fix them, and I really felt like I needed to work on myself first before I could like really do much of anything. So those are the problems mainly with 2019 and why nothing really came out since January. Now as for 2020, obviously, sure no one really had a good year this last year, but for me, the reason why, I mean, you would think that I still could have made some stuff since we had more time at home and all that, but 2020 was really, it was really a roller coaster for me because, like the pre-pandemic 2020, like specifically talking like January and February, and I guess a little bit of March. Like truly speaking, were like the time of my life, at least so far. And after that, 2020 just everything just went down. So why was it the time of my life? Well, to be fair, it was partly because so I had finished like finals and all that from 2019, and I did well, and so that made me happy. And in terms of like academics, I will say this: I was another reason that I definitely couldn't upload in at least spring of 2020 or didn't find the time for it was that I was absolutely like railing myself academically. So I was in high school, so senior year, right? And then was also literally no joke was just in like it was dual enrollment, but I had so many hours that I was also considered a full-time university student. And so it was a great experience, but definitely like kicked my ass, and also I still had the job going. I never stopped doing that during school. And the other main thing would be I definitely felt like I fit in better socially in those few months, probably mainly because I actually got into like a relationship for the first time. And so again, that's what I mean. While that all was happening, 2020 was like amazing for me, and I really do miss that. I mean, things about it I don't miss, but when I think of the overall experience, I do really miss it because it was a good time. I'll say that. But then, as I'm sure you can predict, that did not last. So, 2020, like March, April onward was, yeah, it was a yikes. So obviously, a whole pandemic came in, and that definitely hurt me. Like my parents and my friends' parents were all like pretty strict, especially when that was in the early phases. So like I did not see like a human for so many months. Just not. That's obvious. It's obviously not healthy. I mean, I like my alone time for sure, but at that point it was getting a little ridiculous. But I also had a lot of personal issues, and that relationship obviously not end well, and so yeah, not a good time. I had all those problems just kind of flew over me at the same time, and I was just not in a good place, and it was not a good time, and it lasted for longer than I wished it had. To be fair, definitely partly my fault. I didn't really know what I was doing or how to really cope with all that, and that definitely took its toll on me. Definitely had some like basic need problems, like I wasn't eating very well, and I don't know, for a while I just wasn't there, so that was bad. So that up until So I was really bad like that, like pretty much depression, I guess you want to call that. I don't know. It wasn't good from like that March until about like August. So I was just not, for that time I was just not right. Like I full-heartedly just needed to like fix my own problems. And I knew that, you know, if I had gone and made videos in that time, obviously it just would not have been me, and it would not have been sincere, not have been a good video. I think it would have been a waste of time. I think it would have been me trying to distract myself from my own problems, and yeah, it just really wouldn't have been good. Yeah, my throat's kind of dry. So for that period of 2020, yeah, there were a lot of reasons that I just needed to fix myself, and being on here simply would not have helped me, and it just would have been nothingness, right? I mean, again, not that anything here is particularly interesting anyway, but it would have been even worse than this. I mean, like, come on now. My guy is sitting here talking into an earbud mic. So take that and then make it worse. Yeah, I really don't think that would be a good thing for our guy to be spending his time on. So, yeah, so that was that. And then I guess this last part also kind of get into the like upcoming videos. So past then, so August, like end of August 2020 is when my first semester of like normal, just full college started. Just kind of funny since, again, it was only like one or two more college classes than I had last semester while I was in high school, so that was interesting. So yeah, so we had that, and for that time, it was kind of still just a decision like on my own part that, you know, I looked at myself in August and I said, you know, I've gotten better, but I'm still not myself. And so I wanted to just take that first semester and just kind of let it come over me and just enjoy it naturally. And I wanted to help get myself in a better place first, so that when I came back here and made some videos, it'd be more like my old self. And I mean, of course, to you guys, my old self was 2 years ago, so that's, you know, but anyway, so that's kind of why, I mean, that's just kind of the main reasons why I didn't feel in the right mindset still. And of course, given that it's school, still had school and still had to focus on it. Still had tests, all that, you know, gotta work, so that was also part of it. And yeah, so I think that about does that for that summary. So yeah, and I finally sat down this winter break and I said, like, okay, I'm back at home, I think I can do this. And I wanted to. I felt like I was in a place now where you know, I could do it. And I made sure to have the first one with like the stars in it, so I could be vibing with someone while we were going, and that really helped. So yeah, I think that's about that. And so obviously now going into spring semester, of course, and probably gonna get my ass kicked. Definitely doing some hard classes, but I'm gonna try to definitely still make some stuff and have some fun with the channel. I mean, so doing streams and stuff like that. And yeah, I think that's about it. That was a good little rant there. All right, yeah. So now, given that that's all been said, I think now to go ahead and to end it off, I will just say this. I know that like basically everyone who's gonna watch this, I do talk to in real life, but just want to say, like, everybody, you know, I usually just end the video and just am like, yo, like, bye bye, you know, and it's kind of not very personal, not much of a connection there. So just want to say, given everything that's happening right now, you know, I hope that you guys are in a good place. I don't know if I'll say better place than me, because I still don't really know quite where I am, but I hope you guys are doing well, and I love all of you. You guys are all beautiful. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this kind of more, not necessarily too heavy, but not more of a serious kind of conversation commentary. So yeah, I love all of you. Really excited to put this up as always, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, homies.